How are properties assessed to figure out their taxable value? What does that mean for the amount of taxes you actually pay? And where do your tax dollars go? I'm Ryan Maris with Okoboji Realty, and today we're going to answer those questions. To start off, how are properties assessed? Well, York County's assessor's office is going to look at an individual property and figure out the market value, the previous sales, of homes that are similar. We would call these comps. So comparable sales that might relate to that property and what percentage those homes went up. They'll then decide how much yours is going to increase. So it's not a blanket percentage. We've had questions up here at the lakes. Are they looking at, for example, an area on West Lake like Haywards Bay and increasing all of them by the same amount? That's not how they do it. They're actually going individually by property and figuring out what their market value is. There's one caveat, however, and it's that their market value, they're only going to assess it at 90% of that. So if your home, the market value would show 1 million, then it's going to be assessed at actually 900,000. What does that mean for the taxes that you actually pay? It's not directly proportionate. So that's good news for a lot of you guys that have seen huge increases in your tax market value. Looking at 30, 50, even 60 to 70% tax market value increases, that does not mean that your taxes are going to go up by the same amount. They're actually reverse engineered in kind of a funny way. I'll explain it. The city and county that you live in have a budget. Now, once they set that budget, they actually reverse engineer how much they need from property taxes. So let's say a county's taxable value increases by 80%. That's to say that on average, the homes in the county went up by 80%. Well, now the taxable value that you have within there is 80% greater. And if the budget only increased by 10%, then you're going to see much less than an 80% increase. So looking at the last question, where do your taxes go? It's actually broken down by county and by city on your auditor's website. For example, I just went to the Dickinson County Auditor's website, and you can look at the tax levy sheets. It'll break down by each individual city and by each individual township, county, the specifications of if you're on city sewer, if you're not, if you're ag land, commercial, residential. There's slightly different levies for each of those, and there'll be sheets on there that'll have all that information. I'll actually put a link for Dickinson counties down below so that you can check it out. Thanks for listening.